In a world where knives can be shipped to your door in 48 hours, what is the best cheap Damascus knife from Amazon? Ooh, look at that. Quality Chinese stuff. Did not expect any of these to be that little. This is going to be fun. So, I looked around on the reviews. I looked around at the pictures. I tried to do what I could to get into some of the blade steels and stuff. And I bought the 5 cheapest knives that I could find on Amazon. So I'm going to try to do a 2-part video on this. I should say the cheapest knives with Damascus steel I could find on Amazon. Because Damascus steel is really cool looking. And a lot of us like it. But it's not cheap. However, it can be. So I found some of them. Some of them even said that they were, like, I have one in here that had a Sanmai, I think it was like a VG10 core. So let's see what we got here. Boker, that's a nice brand. Now I'm kind of surprised. Let me take a look here. I didn't know something was from Boker. Some of these didn't even have good info on the website. Huh. No kidding. Look at this little guy. These look so much bigger in the pictures, but you have to take a look at the stats. Let's see if I can open this up without... Look at that. Already got a little junk on my finger there. Look at how this one came out of the box. Look at the centering on that. That's what you get for $10 to $20. I would definitely be concerned about the lockup on these. That's probably one of the biggest concerns I've had. Oh, that is painful to press, but we're going to work on them a little bit. So this one's going to be kind of a little bit of an introductory video. We'll just get some of these cheapo knives in hand, see what we think, and then I'll work on, you know, potentially getting a little more info in a second video and see if we can actually like share all the blade steels and all that stuff. This is going to be more of an unboxing, and the next one will be more of a review of these cheapest knives on Amazon. That actually looks like the Kunwu box. If you're familiar, Kunwu makes knives that are like $300, and they come in a similar box to this. That's pretty freaking nice. Holy shit. I did not see that coming. That is sweet. Oh my God. I almost didn't get this one because of this glass breaker and this cutter back here, the seatbelt cutter. But that is phenomenal. Oh my God. That is so unexpected. Holy smokes, that's a nice knife. I wonder if this is made in the same place that Kunwu does their knives or something. I gotta look into that a little bit more, but that is amazing. Look at that. That's like a really nice finish on here. This is shocking. When I saw that it was an axis lock, they have the same knife in an option without the axis lock. I was like, oh, dude, I got to try that out. Now, the problem with this is that it's a little bit of a knockoff of other brands. So I don't know if it's, you know, there's some potential... Because honestly, some of the best knives out there that you can get from China that are cheap are just knockoffs of these. Now, I'm not promoting to go get those, but they are pretty good in some cases. You get like a knockoff of a Demco like that, and it's basically the same deal as the Demco. So this one also looked much bigger in the picture. It looks like it might be just another version of that other knife, though. That's the Boker one over there. This one's got a little better centering. Let's see if it's, I can't even get this out. This one only has one thumb stud on one side, unfortunately, because it feels like it would actually be kind of natural to Spidey flick it, but it only has one thumb stud, so let's see. Trying not to bleed on this video. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. These two are a little disappointing. I was expecting those to be actually the top two based on what I was seeing. So already a surprise on this one. What do we got here? Top quality knife, rosewood. This thing feels more substantial. Oh my God, I can't believe for this price it came with a freaking sheath. That's insane. This one had to be no more than like $15 or something. And it came with, I think it's a real leather sheath. It's probably gonna leave crap all over my hands, but I don't normally get, you know, more of a slip joint style or whatever. Oh my God, this thing is full of grease. The hell? What on earth are they thinking? This thing is filled with grease. This is terrible. Oh my God, what do I do here? Let me just try and dump it into, I'm gonna rub this grease off over here and try and dump the knife into here. Oof, carefully. That is disgusting. That's ridiculous. But it makes for good entertainment, doesn't it? Okay. I don't even know what to do with this in order to be able to use it without, oh, whatever. I'll just do it. Well, the grease does its job because that action is actually pretty damn good. Oh, this is just unbelievable. This to me would be like an immediate send back if not for what I was doing here. Lockup actually seems really good on this thing. That's actually pretty good. There are a bunch of these in like different shapes. I was like, what the heck? Or different like handle colors and that kind of stuff. So this is like a pretty popular one here. Looks like I don't know if it's a legitimate Damascus or not. I think it is. It does look like it is. Okay, let me go ahead and just wipe my hands off really quickly. Gonna ruin one of my rags on this unboxing today. And what on earth is this massive box over here? What is going on here with this? Sorry, hang on, let me get my hands cleaned up a little more before I touch one of my nicer knives. This is funny. And I can't like really tell you brands on these things because they don't even really have brands on the webpage. They just kind of have the knives and some of them appear to come in. Let's see what we got here. This one says Damascus pocket knife with something for outdoor survival camping. This one comes with a sheath too. This is crazy that for under 20 bucks, these knives include sheaths. I guess, you know, I think it is real leather. That's crazy. That's a funny little button on there. This thing is hilarious. Now I remember which this one was. This thing is amazing. I was like looking at it, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's just like some sort of like funny background and a let's see. And a clear cover. Oh man, some of these are so bad. Well, the unfortunate news is none of these are like, dude, you have to go buy this. It's only $20. The fortunate news is they're sharp. I don't know if that's like a real, I guess it is a real Damascus. I don't know. It's just really cheap looking. I want to say it's almost got like a hollow grind on it though. Yeah, this is scary. Some of these are just like, you just got to send these back. Let's see. Got it out. The lockup are just scary on these things. Well, I don't think there's going to be a lot of purpose for reviewing these deeply after this initial unboxing. So I may... this thing just like can barely get even like deploy. At least the lockup's good on it. Let's see if this guy's sharp too. This thing looks like a legitimate Damascus also. so crazy that they can do a Damascus knife for under 20 bucks, but I guess that's what low price labor can do in China, unfortunately. This one actually feels like it might be worth like this is basically the same knife as this, just a different different handle. This one might actually be worth like me tuning, and you know, maybe I'll bake it off. Gosh, the action is so bad on it though. I don't know what kind of washers they use. These like little plastic washers in here, and then it's just getting this crap on me. They probably put some sort of Teflon powder or something like that to lubricate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth doing or not. Yeah, I don't know. This one might be worth it. So maybe what I would do would be just bake off this one versus this one or something like that. But really, this is a very clear, simple winner. This knife is worth buying. The other ones are not. I think it really just comes down to that. Now, here's the knock I have on this. Despite this massive cutout here, there's a reason Spyderco does what they do. This needs to be further out. You can barely get to it, but if you do, you get what you're looking for. And yeah, it actually rolls out quite nice. It's funny, they put these extra holes in here for no reason, which is knocked down on this side for some reason. You can see that it's like kind of carved out in here. I guess what they're expecting is you to kind of use that as a fuller on this side or something, which is kind of funny because like intuitively you'd probably actually want it on the other side for the reverse flick, but you can use that little hole for the reverse flick, which is kind of cool. If you're seeing what I'm doing there, I'm putting my finger in the bottom hole and it's actually quite good because this one's a little too high up here. But damn, this is a good knife. This is like a legitimate knife. Despite this guy, the pocket clip's fine. It's actually not much worse than any other quality Chinese knife I've bought. I think it has G10 on the handles. I'm not 100% sure if it's some sort of, you know, maybe some sort of FRN or whatever. It feels more like an FRN or something like that. But it has nice steel liners. The steel liners actually are lightened on the inside. So this is the clear winner. This is like, maybe I just ended on this. Now, what I cannot glean from this right away is whether or not this is a good, and actually like a good blade steel. You can see it does appear to be a real Damascus. It doesn't look like it's grinded straight. So like this is off to a side, the center is like off center, which is interesting. But you can see like the difference on the grinds. One's quite a bit higher on this side because it's off center. So it rose up higher, which I don't know, maybe quality, that might actually like affect the performance of it. Now I'm thinking about it. At the end of the day, if it's even, it probably still performs relatively the same. But this Chelonian, God, for under $20, this is a really nice knife that I could absolutely stand behind. Now, have I used it a lot? No, I haven't. But damn, that's impressive. So it must run on bearings or something because it's very, very drop shutty. And these axis locks will not be like that on washers like out of the box. It's got jimping up on the back here. Now, I don't know if the axis lock is legit or if it would fail. It looks like it would not fail though, but it's hard to say, you know, like it certainly doesn't overlap a lot in there. So I wouldn't want to commit to the lock strength, but generally axis locks are very strong. So if it's done right, which it feels like it is, and it's like got good centering and everything, you know, maybe we just skip the second video and just say, if you're going to buy a knife for under 20 bucks from Amazon and you want Damascus steel, you know, if you don't mind cleaning one of these up, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. Or maybe you get one that wouldn't be freaking covered with, you know, a layer of grease, but this is the one. Like, that is a freaking nice knife for $20. So, yeah, funny stuff. Pretty fun little video to make. Nice edge on it. Not a bad grind at all. And yeah, pretty good ergos, actually. I think we found a winner here. So I spent, I don't know, 80, 90 bucks or something on these 5 knives for under 20 bucks each. And honestly, like, this knife, I wouldn't be mad if I got this at like a $40 or $50 price. In fact, with that blade, I might even say 50 or 60. It's legit. Like, this is nice. So I think we may have found ourselves like a little winner. Really the biggest drawback would just be if they could make this blade a little taller so that you could get to the thumb hole a little better, or even just knock this down even more here. But Spidey Flick's great. The locking mechanism seems to work well. It's super drop shut, as you can see. A little hard to time it to get it to stay in there. I guess that's the one thing I'll say about the action. I find that much easier on a Hogue or a Benchmade. It's like a very small window that you have to nail. But you can do it, clearly. And hey, you get a seatbelt cutter and a glass breaker. Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, I think that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll make sure and link to just this knife, not the other ones. Now, I'll put all the links in there so you know which ones to avoid also. But that is your winner, folks. So, best Damascus folding knife under $20 from Amazon that I've bought. I've avoided a lot of knives that looked like they were really bad and that had bad ratings. These were all rated over 4 stars. You know, there are a lot of fake ratings on products, particularly the ones that come out of China. They'll pay people to give fake reviews or give them fake, you know, give them the free product to get a fake review or whatever. I got to decide if it's worth, you know, taking a little bit of time to tune this this guy over here, and you know, see if it's worth its weight. First and foremost, I'd get rid of this because it basically flips right into the blade path, which is ridiculous when you're trying to close it. But that aside, it's actually not bad. It's you know, it seems like a somewhat legit knife. So this other one would take the second place on as is condition. I don't know. Then you maybe give it to this guy because it's the same thing in a different handle. And I got a feeling this is actually a decent knife, but it's just covered in grease. So I think that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.